Yo, 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 Minecrafters. Generikb here with a, what do I want to call this one? A proof of concept video. How about that? It's something that I've been kind of mulling around in my head for a little bit, and it's funny how the brain works, because I had this idea. So I don't know how to show you guys this, but let me do this. You know how when you're mining and the item that you just mined like falls down in the little hole, and then you get something like, oh, I don't know, like you try to fill it back in and bloop, your thing comes back up and then you pick it up. Well, the other day I was like, I wonder if you could do that like an item elevator. And then I was like, well, maybe that only works if you're putting in blocks and it's not when a piston's pushing it and stuff. So I went and I tested it, and I got rid of my. So I made this little setup, and let's say I put in one, two. Oop, hello, wrong button. Right, put in some of those, and then I flip the switch. Sure enough, right, and then I can pick it back up. And then I was like, wait a minute. Could I do it if there's multiples, right? Will it actually go up more than once? And so I went like this, grabbed myself another lever. It's not a lever. And, yeah, you throw some of those in, right? Flick the first one. You see them popping up a little bit. Flip the second one. So very curious, right? And I'm like, man, how come no one's done this before? All you'd have to theoretically do is just make the pistons go out real slow, like one right after the other. And so I'm going to go show you guys what I came up with. I'm not going to call this a tutorial because it's not really set up right. It's not like perfect and the wiring is all nasty, but I wanted to show you guys the proof of concept so some of you smarties out there could take it and run with it. So let's head over to the creative mode. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see, where did I put that thing? Man, I need to get a new test world. This is getting out of hand. Way too much stuff. Starting to get lost. Oh yeah, here we go, over there. Just past the jungle trees. So here's what I got. Here's what I've built. You can see I've been monkeying around with bunches of different things. The one I wanted to show you, where was my little... over here. So this is interesting. Before we get started, it's important to note that this thing is directional. Based, how do I want to say that? It is dependent on the direction. So, for example, if I put one like that, grab my lever, and throw that in there. If I dump some, let's say redstone in there, let me do it. Oops, let me do an even 10, and I flip it, doesn't work. But if I go over this way, they pop up and I grab them. So this is, if you hit F3, you see the X, Y, and Z, and then the F coordinate is the direction you're facing. It's like the cardinal direction. So F2 and F0 work, but F1 and F3 do not work. So keep that in mind when you're trying to build this thing. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of attempts. I got this one, seems to be working pretty good. And let me turn it off and I'll show you what's going on. Now I did for a practical application. I imagine you would, have some kind of water item stream flowing in, right? So I just made this little guy. So let's say we throw in our 30. Oh, actually I can probably just do that, right? There we go. So they're all gonna swim, redstone. They're all gonna go in here, right into the bottom of this little elevator. And I have this switch, and the first thing this does is it goes down and it pushes a piston right there to go up and just kind of close off the tube. You can see the tube is right there. There's the redstone. If you didn't close this off, whenever the piston pushed, the items take the path of least resistance. So the items would just push back up on the water. So you don't want to do that. So this guy right there actually will just push a little piston and block it off, right? And then what it does is it's just this little spiral. And as you can see, this is like a 3x7 footprint. The signal goes on. There's a little delay. It powers a repeater, which then powers that block, which is right next to the piston. So it'll power that first piston. And then it's just a little spiral. It just goes up, which powers that block, which is the second piston. Goes up again. You need this you need this glowstone, so you know it all doesn't mess with each other, and goes up and then just keeps going up and up and up and up. So, and then you pretty much have to have most of the all of the repeaters that are powering a piston block need to be on full delay, because otherwise you'll lose some of the items. So I've got, what I put, 30 in there, hit it, right, and then they pop up. Now, chances are I won't have all 30. Let's try it. Oh, no, this time I did. Sometimes I've put in like a stack of stuff, and it doesn't really give me the whole stack, but on the second go, it works fine. So let me show you guys quickly how I've built this thing, if I can remember. And like I said, you know, I do redstone, but I don't think in terms of compact redstone like a lot of you guys do. So I'm sure some of you guys are going to look at this and you're going to go, oh, hey, buddy, you could completely, you know, simplify this by adding a torch or, you know, some kind of whammer jibber, something like that. Oops. So, got that going in. Let's say this is my signal, right? Full whack. And then this pushes into, that would be the hole, right, that it closes. So let's grab a nice wood block here. There we go. So this represents the four corners, or the four sides, I should say, of the tunnel, right? Or of the elevator shaft, I should say. So that goes in. You could put a redstone dust there, so that's going to power it. Then you need to have a repeater to draw the power out. And then it is a matter of going around. And then we have to raise it up a level, because then we have to put the, let's see what I want to do. Let's do that guy. Then you have to put a repeater there, because we're just kind of spiraling up, right? And so then that powers this next piston, which then we go through and we do one of these gibbers. Am I doing that right? Now I gotta look. Yeah, that looks right. And then this is gonna go up and into the next one, right? So then this goes bloom, 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 hunk. And then you just kind of repeat the process. So we're going to put a block there, put one there. Let's put our blocks like, and I think this is the part where we need to put a glowstone, so it doesn't cut off that. And there we go. So that goes through. We need a repeater just to pull the power through the side. and so on and so forth. And you just keep on trucking just like that. Let's see, I think I can do that, and then that powers. And again, all the repeaters that actually power a piston, you set it on max. And that's it. You just keep going up and up and up and up. So this is my design. It is not the best. That's why I'm saying proof of concept. I want you guys to leave me some video responses. Take this concept and really build something terrific out of it. And I want to see. And I personally currently don't have a use for it in my Let's Play world, but whoever comes up with the best design, maybe I'll think of something that I can use it for and put it in my world. Okie dokie. And of course give you credit. Of course. That's what this is all about. So maybe this is like a be a smarty pants contest. Redstone contest. How about that? Yeah. Okay, that's all I got. A Let's Play is coming up later. And that's it. Until next time, take care. Brush your hair. I'll see you when I see ya.